Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, Mystic Magic. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be finding out what mission your soul is currently on. So, while I do believe that we all have a specific mission, a specific purpose that we came here to accomplish in this lifetime, I also feel like we have like side quests. Okay, I feel like sometimes we go on these little missions that either realign us with or bring us towards our big mission. So I left this reading kind of open-ended. It wasn't my intention to look at specifically like what your singular purpose or mission here is. I just wanted to know like, what is your soul currently working towards? And kind of an example is like, okay, let's say you're going on a road trip or you're going camping. You don't just get in the car and leave, right? It's like the first stage is, okay, let's do research. Let's figure out the route we're gonna take. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna camp? I have to get all the equipment together. I need to get provisions and I need to get food and I need to get all this equipment. Maybe I need a backup plan. Let's tell some people where we're going. And it's like, that's a whole mission in itself. And then once that's complete, it's like, okay, now we can go on the mission of like getting to the destination, and that's a mission in itself. And then once you get to the destination and you're finally going camping, like that's a mission in itself. So I hope that you get what I'm trying to say here, what my intention for this reading is today. But without further ado, let me introduce the piles to you. So here on pile 1, we have the clear quartz tower. On pile number 2, we have the fluorite tower. And on pile number 3, we have the amethyst tower. So feel free to pause the video if you need some more time figuring out which pile you're the most drawn towards. And then once you've chosen, you can scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and skip ahead to your reading. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Don't try to force all the messages to fit for you and your life. There could simply just be messages here for other people watching that just aren't meant for you. And remember that tarot is a tool that reads the current energy, and energy is always changing. So if you hear something you don't like, know that you always have free will and the power to create change. Let's go ahead and get started with the reading now. Hey there, pile 1. If you chose the clear quartz tower, this is going to be your reading. Today we're going to be finding out what mission your soul is currently on. So when I was tuning into your energy, I was hearing nature and peace, and the feeling that it gave me was, I feel like your soul is on this mission to be, to help you feel very comfortable in who you are, and to be very comfortable expressing your truest self, being your most authentic self. Just like being in your true nature. It was very interesting. It was a beautiful feeling. I want to take a look at what your oracle cards say, and then we will be shuffling the tarot together and of course getting some advice at the end for you. So let's see what we have. We have the tiger with the fire element. We have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. We have a higher view, number 41. And we also have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So pile 1, I feel like you guys are really, really tapped in. I feel like you have recently entered this phase of your life, or your soul is on this mission to get you into this phase where you're really connected to your feminine energy. I feel like you either have or are going to experience some kind of ego death, or having this moment of clarity where you realize that maybe something that you're doing just isn't working anymore and that it's time for a change. I feel like you're ready for a change. I feel like you want this change, but maybe you don't really know how to go about doing it. And your soul is saying, like, you don't even have to know. Like, I'm here, I'm guiding you, and you're actually perfectly on track, is what I'm hearing. You have this, your soul has this gift. You have this gift of being really in tune. Even when you feel like you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what the right answer is, it's like somehow you still know and you are still able to get exactly to where you're supposed to be. So I feel like your soul is currently on this mission of helping you step into your feminine energy so that you can receive new information, so that you can receive downloads. And this is going to help guide you into the next era or the next phase in your life, because we do have this death card. It keeps standing out to me. So I feel like your soul is ready to kind of embark on the next journey. And you may have noticed that maybe things are slowing down in your life and you're trying to figure out why that's happening. It's happening because in stillness is where we find answers. It's where we find clarity. Imagine, I'm picturing like a lake or something, and imagine that the water is very turbulent. Okay, we won't be able to see, through to the bottom because there's waves crashing, there's like mud and sand being thrown around everywhere, and you just can't see what's going on. But when the lake is still and calm, we can actually see straight down through the bottom, and we can see all the fish swimming, we can see all the aquatic plants, and there's clarity there. So if things are slowing down, it's because your soul is trying to get you into an energy where you can gain a higher perspective on your situation or on your life in general, or a certain area of your life. And it's also creating this stillness or this silence so that you can connect with the universe, like we have here, child of the cosmos. So it's like, I feel like the universe or your star family is really, or even just different star collectives. Like I'm getting Arcturus coming through strongly, and also Pleiades and Sirius. There's a lot of guidance and information and wisdom that wants to come through, and this period where you feel like physically nothing is happening, maybe that may be true, but it's because energetically there's a lot going on. Okay, so it's like you are being prepared to receive a lot of downloads, information, and clarity for where you're about to go next. Okay, so it's like you're receiving the blueprint, you're receiving the download. It's like I'm seeing somebody like punching in something to a GPS, and it's like the map is loading, the directions are loading, and once this phase of downloading and integrating this information comes in, then you'll be able to embark on your next journey. So I'm gonna go ahead and start shuffling the tarot to see what else we get. You also may notice that you are becoming more of a night owl. Maybe you're going to bed later, you're feeling more energetic at night, feeling more creative at night. Oh my gosh, okay. You may have a harder time sleeping, or your dreams may be your dreams may be coming a lot more vivid or strange. You may also notice that in meditation, there's more happening. Like, I'm just seeing it's like more vivid visuals, more vivid visuals, or more vivid messages coming through. It's just like, yeah, more clarity. So, okay, we had a lot of cards flying out, but I feel like they're your cards. So we're gonna go with it, okay? Let's see what we have here. So we have the moon. Okay, we also have the Three of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. Wow. We have the Hierophant. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. The Four of Wands. The Ace of Wands. And on the back of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. Okay. Wow, underneath that was the Seven of Swords. All right. Okay, so let's talk about this, you guys. With the Moon and the Page of Pentacles here, this is exactly what I was saying before, where it's like, you know that you're being guided somewhere, but you don't really know. You may not know exactly where you're going. You may not know exactly how it's gonna work, or you may have a certain idea of like, I'm pretty sure this is what I'm supposed to do, or I'm pretty sure this is like where I'm being guided to. But logically speaking, you don't know, and it's your intuition that's guiding you. It's your soul that's really guiding you through this process, and your spiritual team. So it's like, I'm getting this message that the answer is not something logical. It's not something that's going to make sense to the logical mind, but it's something that is going to feel right. It's intuitively going to feel right. And like, I just keep hearing like you're doing an excellent job. Like, you may feel like you're totally lost or that you're just winging it, but know that you're being guided. There is something that you've had to overcome that was quite difficult and painful. This could have been like an ending of some kind, like a breakup or a contract ending, or, you know, I mean, anything really, a betrayal, something like this, some kind of heartache or inner conflict that caused you a lot of suffering in some way, but you're healing from this. And that's also something that you may not see is what's happening right now. So this period of stillness or of slowing down that you find yourself in, or will be finding yourself in, like we talked about before, it's so that you can receive new information, but it's also so that you can heal from this and release from this. Okay, we do have the Death card here. Releasing what's no longer serving us, because where you're going, there's no room for that. So imagine you're packing your suitcase to go on a trip. And you don't know exactly where you're going, but you know that it's going to be, you know, warm or hot or tropical or something like this. And imagine in your suitcase you have like sweatshirts, and you have a parka, and you have gloves, and you have like boots and mittens and stuff. You know, you don't need that where you're going, because it's going to be hot. Like, that's not the appropriate stuff to bring with you. It's not going to serve you while you're there. But you may feel really attached to these winter clothes. And basically what I'm saying is that because you have all this stuff in your suitcase, there's no space to pack what you actually need with you, like sunscreen and a bathing suit and shorts and a tank top and a hat and sunglasses. So there's this need to allow yourself to release and let go of what's not serving you, what's in the past, so that you have the space to move forward to where you're meant to be. The Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands is exactly this message that I got at the very, very beginning when I was tuning into your energy. I feel like your soul is on this mission to just make you feel so comfortable, to make you feel welcome in your body, in your environment on this earth. You may feel like you haven't quite found where you belong. You may feel like you haven't connected with like your people, your tribe. You may feel like maybe you haven't found, you know, the perfect career for you, or the perfect home for you, or the perfect place to live, or the perfect romantic partner. And your soul is saying that all of these things will come in the more you step into your authenticity, and the more that you form a deeper relationship with yourself. So this period of stillness is also for a time of self-reflection, so that you can let go and heal, but also so that you can get to know this new self that is emerging with the Ace of Wands here. And well, okay, here's the thing. It's not really a new self because it's always been you, but it has been hidden under these layers that either society has put upon us, or family, or friends, or projections from other people, things that we've learned from the media. It's like we have all of these layers on us. And the more that we heal, the more that we do inner work, the more that we self-reflect, we're able to take all these layers off, okay? Like, I'm literally being taken to that scene in Shrek where him and Donkey are like walking through the field, and Shrek is like, ogres are like onions. Okay, so I feel like it's like you're taking all of these layers off until you get back to this core essence, this core energy of who you are, and really owning that with the King of Pentacles, really embracing that and being like, yep, that's me. This is my light. This is my vibe. This is what I'm all about. Take it or leave it. Okay? Like, the people who get it, get it. The people who don't. And I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm just here to be me and do what I came here to do. And, you know, it's all love. Like, we're not going to vibe with everyone, and that's okay. There's a strong sense of, like, empowerment coming through, and there's a really strong, like, balance and harmony as well, especially with the Queen and the King of Pentacles. Like, if you haven't found, like, your person romantically, like, it's coming in. Like, you're finding your match, you're finding your counterpart, you're finding someone who complements you perfectly, okay? And if you're with someone already, I feel like you going on this journey of connecting with your innermost truth is also going to help your person go on the same journey. It's like you are going to trigger this spiritual journey within your person, and they will also, you know, be able to get to know themselves on their most authentic level, because everyone is a mirror to us, right? And then we have the Hierophant and the Six of Swords. I feel like you're really moving away from beliefs that don't serve you anymore. Like, whether it has to do with some kind of institution, some kind of, like, cultural thing, a religious thing, a spiritual thing, something that you learned when you were young and you never thought twice about it because it was just like, that's just what we do. I feel like you're getting to this point now where you're starting to question things, and not in a negative way, but it's like, I feel like you're starting to think more for yourself and look within for answers instead of looking to only other people for answers. So instead of asking someone else like, oh, what's right for me? It's asking yourself, what is right for me, like what feels good, what resonates with me. Like, does this belief actually resonate with me? Does this narrative I'm telling myself actually resonate with me? Or is this something that I'm doing because that's all I know, or I'm on autopilot or something? I feel like you're really getting down to your core truth and forming your own connection with your higher power, like whatever it is that you believe in, God, source, the universe, a different religious figurehead. But it's like you're really getting to the core of your own inner truth. And I'm being taken back to when I was talking about that example with the lake. It's like the turbulence is calming down and all of the mud is starting to settle to the bottom, and you're going to have so much clarity. And this clarity is really going to help you move forward with ease in the future. Wow. Okay. I want to grab some advice for you. Advice on like what you can do to help facilitate this, or any guidance that wants to come through. So Spirit, please, what advice or guidance is there for pile number 1 as their soul takes them on this current mission that they're on, please? What is the advice or guidance for group number 1? Okay. So first we have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. Exactly. This is like what we were talking about before. Really finding these moments of stillness, of meditation, of being out in nature, just being able to really reflect and contemplate on these things. You may find journaling to be really helpful. And it doesn't need to be like a super formal thing, because it can get overwhelming sometimes. There's like, oh, I have to journal every day. But sometimes even if it's like once a week and just sitting down and being like, okay, how do I feel? Like, what's going on? And just like seeing what comes out. On the back, we have the answers you need are coming. Exactly. The more that you are able to embrace the stillness and not force things, not force the answers, not force clarity, the sooner and the easier it'll come in. But I do want to grab one more card here. What is the advice for group 1 as their soul takes them on this mission? Okay, we have step out of your comfort zone, North Node. On the back of the deck, we have your dreams need a practical plan. Okay. So where your soul is currently taking you, it's like, it's going to require stepping out of your comfort zone. It's going to require you doing something that you haven't done before. And that may be a little bit scary. But at the same time, it's also going to bring you the most fulfillment, the most empowerment, the most abundance and joy and freedom as well. The North Node also talks about our destiny. This is like the culmination point. Okay, this is like the access point that we're trying to reach. So your soul is guiding you towards your North Node. Your soul is guiding you towards your destiny, and it's guiding you towards your dreams. This period of meditating and contemplating and being in your feminine energy is going to help you create a practical plan to achieve your dreams. But first, before we can make this plan, we need to have clarity about who we are, what our values are, what we desire, different things like this, so that we can create the best plan of action to achieve these goals that we've identified. And it's really interesting because underneath this card, we have the balsamic moon, a time for healing. So absolutely, your soul is guiding you not just to heal in this stage before you set off on this next adventure. But I feel like this next adventure in and of itself will be incredibly healing for you and for your soul, to actually move closer towards your destiny, to move closer towards achieving your dreams. It's going to be very cathartic for you and for your soul. So pile 1, this was such a beautiful reading. I love this so much for you. I'm so excited for you, and I'm also really proud of you too. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what you thought and how this resonated. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Hey there, pal number 2. If you chose the Fluorite, this is going to be your reading. Today we are going to be finding out what mission your soul is currently on. So when I was tuning into your energy, I was getting a lot of rocket references. Like I was hearing Rocket Man, and then there's this song by Eminem that I cannot remember the title to, but I'll put it up on the screen when I'm editing. But I was like seeing rockets like taking off and like getting some space references. So I'm intrigued to see how that ties into the rest of your reading. We are first going to be taking a look at some oracle cards, and then we will shuffle the tarot together, and of course, as always, pull some advice at the end for you. So let's see what we have. We have the beaver with the water element. We have service. I feel good when I can help others. We have the power of purpose, number 18. And we have forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. So, okay, I realized that I totally forgot to mention this in the first group, but I guess it just wasn't, that message wasn't meant to go through. But when I was shuffling these cards, I wrote down some messages that I was getting. So for this group, I was getting very strong Aquarius energy. It was very scientific, futuristic, humanitarian, and I was also getting very strong Syrian energy coming through. So that may be relevant for some of you, but I am definitely understanding why I was getting such strong like Aquarius, futuristic kind of energy, humanitarian energy. Because we literally have the service card here. I feel good when I can help others. Oh my goodness. And it's also kind of funny because in the intro I was saying how like my intention for this reading was for it to be a bit more open than just like your soul's specific mission. Like the overarching mission that your soul has in this incarnation. But we have the power of purpose here. So I truly feel like for this group, like the current mission that your soul is on is your big mission, your overarching life mission. Wow, okay, this is big. So pile 2, like your soul is on some kind of mission here to give to others and to be very humanitarian. Like I'm seeing the 6 of Pentacles really strongly in my mind's eye right now. It's you are so generous and you have so much to give, and I'm not getting anything specific yet. I mean, like it's going to be really different for everyone, but we might get more details with the tarot. This could be like a specific skill or a talent that you have. This could be like if you're a light worker, this could be just about sharing your light. This could be about giving love to others, about providing resources for others. Like there's so many different things that this could be, but your soul is here to I heard put its nose to the grindstone and like get to work. I feel like you guys have really strong work ethic, determination, and perseverance as well. And the reason that you have these qualities about yourself is so that you can execute your mission. You're very diligent, or your soul is very diligent at least, and it's really trying to encourage you to create your own path and to not follow what other people are doing or what others have done before you. I feel like for you guys, there is no map, there is no blueprint, there is no like, here's, you know, steps 1 to 5 and like that's what you do. It's like you create your own map. You are here to create your own blueprint and do it in your way, do it in a new way. And it's going to be entirely unique and different to anything that anyone has ever seen before. So you guys are innovators. I feel like you're here to, well, what I'm hearing is like solve some problems. Like you're here to close the gaps between things, to bridge two different things that maybe seemingly have no connection or are connected in some way, but there's nothing, there's no like bridge there. It's like, well, how do we get to the other side? And it's like, well, group 2 is going to build that bridge for us. And I'm also seeing this like visual of, you know, a beaver doesn't look around for a dam that already exists. The beaver doesn't waste its time doing that. The beaver says, I need a home. I need to make a dam for my, you know, lifelong partner and for our future children, our future babies. The beaver doesn't wait around for anyone or anything. The beaver just goes to work and gets the job done. The beaver shows up every single day and works towards its goals. The beaver understands the importance of maintenance and consistency and follow through. And I feel like you are blessed with this gift as well. Now, this doesn't mean that like you're never allowed to take a break or you're never allowed to have fun or anything like that. Of course not. But I feel like your soul is just very focused on this idea of community and giving back to people. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys literally work in the service industry, if you offer a service, if you do like customer service or retail or sales. You could be like doctors, nurses, healers, practitioners. Like there's so many different things coming to mind, but I feel like your soul is trying to get you to pinpoint your focus on what it is that you feel really passionate about. Because that is going to be, that's like the golden ticket. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. This is the golden ticket, like what you're passionate about, what really fires you up. Like if there's a certain, I don't know, like a humanitarian crisis or a environmental crisis or something like this. It's like there's something that really like triggers you or something that you're really passionate about, and it's like that's the key. That's the answer right there. Like that's what you're meant to do. If you see a certain gap in society, if you see that there's a lack of something somewhere, it's like you are there to fill that gap. You are there to build that bridge. You are there to serve that community or that collective of people. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna start shuffling the tarot and see what other messages we get. So what mission is pal number 2's soul currently on? What mission is pile number 2's soul currently on? So we have the 4 of Pentacles. What mission is pile number 4? Pile number 4. We don't even have 4 piles. Pile number 2. What mission is pile number 2 soul currently on? Okay, we have the 6 of Cups coming out. What mission is pile number 2's soul currently on? What mission? We have the Page of Swords. Let's get at least one more card. Okay, we have 2 cards. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we also have the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, totally. And on the back of the deck, we have the Devil card. So what I'm getting here with this 4 of Pentacles is I feel like your soul is trying to get you to really open up. Because you have a wealth of wisdom, of knowledge, of capability to execute something that not everyone can do. But there's a bit of an energy of being a little bit guarded, being a little bit closed off, maybe being a little bit afraid of being vulnerable or of really going for it or putting yourself out there. But I keep seeing like a flower bud that's like very, you know, tight and closed, and it's like your soul just wants you to open up. Your soul just wants you to open up your heart and allow yourself to share what it is that you have, whether it's your light, whether it's, again, like a skill, a talent, something, a passion that you have. Allow yourself to open up so that you can really connect with others. For some of you, this could be about being in service to children, like maybe you're a counselor or a therapist, or you're a teacher, preschool, or you do stuff like you run camps for kids or programs for kids. That could be relevant for someone or for some of you. But I feel like you have a lot of wisdom and a lot of information here with the Page of Swords, and I feel like you guys are the type of people who you're so curious. It's like you just want to go down the rabbit hole and like really investigate things and get to the bottom of things. And then it's like once you do that and like you have all this information, your soul is really encouraging you to share this with others, to not be a closed fist, but to allow yourself to open up and to share this wisdom, share this information, share this love, this light with other people. And your soul is also saying that whatever this is not, this is not a short flame. This is long term. This is like a lifelong mission. And to remember that truly in this case, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I feel like it's going to be a slow burner. It's not like an Ace of Wands energy where it's like, it's there, it's powerful, it's explosive, it's beautiful and bright and brilliant. But sometimes when we have that kind of energy, it can kind of fizzle out really fast. This is not like that. This is like the further that you go on this journey and the older that you get and the more time and the more experience that you put towards this, it's going to steadily grow and build. It'll be sustainable. It'll be very stable. I feel like this is something you can rely on, and I feel like this is actually how you're going to like create abundance for yourself. Like this is going to financially support you. is what your soul is saying. So if you've been, for example, just working a job that you really don't like or doesn't resonate with you and you're not happy, but you have this thing that you're really passionate about that you would like love to be able to just like focus on that and do, but you're like, oh, like, I don't know if I would be able to, you know, like sustain myself by doing that. Your soul is saying you will. You will be able to sustain yourself by pursuing this. Your soul is on this mission right now of creating harmony and creating balance in places where there's either disillusion, confusion, chaos, or instability. So again, like I'm seeing somebody who works as like a counselor or a therapist or someone who like, I'm getting this really specific example of somebody who works with kids who are placed in foster homes. Okay. I feel like this group, I just got chills. I feel like this group is really a mentor figure. And I think that as you go along this path later in life, or maybe this already resonates for you now, but I feel like there will come a point where you feel really called to mentor or teach or lead others, especially younger generations, especially kids. It's like kind of like training or assisting the next generation so that they can be in a better place than we have been in. Wow. So beautiful. There's also something, because we have the Seven of Swords that was underneath the Devil, which is really interesting because in the last group, the Seven of Swords was also the second card underneath the deck. But I'm getting this feeling of like uncovering information, which was what I was saying before. It's like, you know how to get to the bottom of things. You know how to get to the truth of something. And it's like, once you learn that truth, you want to shed light on it. You don't want these things to stay hidden in the shadows. You don't want one person to have all the information. You don't want, you know, the 1% to benefit while the remaining 99% struggles. It's like you want to know this like secret information and share it with people. Okay, so other examples that I'm getting are like journalists, detectives, private investigators, some kind of undercover work. Like I'm seeing somebody who makes documentaries. Specifically, the documentary that's coming to mind is Seaspiracy, which is on Netflix. Oh, there was something else. What was the other example? Oh, the other example would be, like I'm seeing someone uncovering or learning about ancient knowledge. Ancient or lost knowledge. This could be indigenous knowledge. This could be like esoteric or occultic kind of knowledge, like something that's just kind of like kept under wraps, or that has maybe been lost or out of touch over the years, and like breathing life back into it, shedding light on something, shedding light on like a certain issue or a certain, I don't know, something like that, like uncovering, bringing things to light. You may also work in the justice system, like lawyers, public defenders, a judge, something like that. Yes, because now I'm seeing Judge Judy. Okay, wow. Wow, so interesting, pile 2. I want to grab advice for you now. I want to see like what guidance we can get for you right now as you're going on this journey. So spirit guides, please, for my pile 2s, what advice or guidance is there as pile 2 goes on this mission that their soul is currently on? What is the advice or guidance for group 2 as their soul goes on this journey, this mission. So you have the full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. Not surprised we have Aquarius energy coming through. And we also have nothing will come of this situation, void of course, moon. On the back of the deck, we have a time for healing, balsamic moon. This came up in the other group as well. With this full moon and Aquarius card, I'm getting such strong healing energy. Like, I'm really being taken to the star card and just how like healing and rejuvenating it is. There's this kind of rebirth that you're wanting to assist people with in like a spiritual way, or in terms of like expanding the consciousness. I'm also getting side message in terms of like a career. I'm also seeing things like a midwife, a doula, or something like that, okay? But I'm getting this energy of just like your heart is so pure. It's like you just want the best for other people. You want other people to feel connected, to feel loved, to feel healed, to feel informed and empowered, and like they can do anything. And I really think that it brings you a lot of pain to see injustice or inequality, or to see some people who have so much and have so many others have so little. And I just feel like the world really needs you. Like the world is ready for you to show up and to just help. I know that this seems like really big, because it kind of is, but at the same time, like it's not coming through with this pressure of like, you have to do this, you have to save everyone, you have to heal the world. Like you really don't have to. But I feel like you want to. I feel like it's just in your nature. It's almost like, well, what else would I even do? like this is it. Like I don't even know what else is there. It's like this is it. It's like I feel like this is my purpose, to be in service to others, or to share my wisdom, share my information, help other people, to be a leader. Okay, but a new kind of leader who empowers others and supports others and helps others to get to the top of their own mountains, because you know that there's space for everyone. Okay, it's like there's enough to go around. And that's what you're here to do. And so I know that wasn't really advice. That was more just kind of messages, but I feel like the advice is to really make sure that in this lifelong journey of yours, that you really make sure that you are also being of service to yourself before you serve others, to really make sure that you're filling your own cup, that you are taking the necessary actions to take care of yourself so that you can show up as your best self to help other people. So this is about making sure that, you know, you're eating well, you're getting enough sleep, you're staying hydrated, you're getting exercise and movement, you're taking care of your mental health, you're taking care of your emotional health, and checking in with yourself. Like, hey, how am I feeling? Hey, do I need a break? Do I need to go have some fun? Do I need to disconnect for a while? Do I need to hang out with some friends and just let loose? Because I feel like this mission that you're on, it's not just about healing other people. It's about healing yourself through being able to help others heal as well. Wow, so pile 2, this is your reading. I love this so much. This is so beautiful and so powerful. I really hope that this resonated for you or brought you some clarity. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching. I love you so, so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Hey there, Pile 3. If you chose the Amethyst, this is going to be a reading. Today we are finding out what mission your soul is currently on. So when I was preparing for this group, I was really being taken to the water element. Like, I felt like I was just floating in the ocean, and it was just very peaceful, just like being submerged and surrounded by water. And I was also hearing the song The Call by Regina Spektor. So I'm very interested to see how this ties into your reading. First, we're going to be taking a look at some oracle cards, and then we'll shuffle the tarot together, and of course, as always, get some advice for you at the end. So let's see what we have. We have the Deer with the earth element. We have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. We have ears wide open, number 33. And we also, oh my God, we have you're not alone, isolation, physical connection, community. Wow. So this group has a lot of synchronicities. Let's see. I don't even know where to start. Wow, okay. For this group, your soul is on this mission to make you feel and see and understand that you're not alone, and that you are part of not just the greater collective of this earth or the collective of this universe, but that you also do have like a soul tribe. You have people who will truly see you for who you are on a soul level, and who get you and understand you, and who are just like you. I feel like this group has struggled with relationships. I feel like relationships is a really big method for teaching you in this lifetime. I feel like you learn a lot through your connections with others, and that relationships play a very big and important role in your life. You are such a gentle soul. You are so compassionate. You guys will make great parents, or you are a great parent if you already have children. There's just such a kind, compassionate, gentle nature to you that is just so generous and giving. And I feel like you are such a light for others that sometimes people don't think about returning it to you, because they can see that you're so full of light, and so they feel like maybe you don't even need it. And that's really hard. It's really hard, and I just want to say I'm really sorry if people don't give back to you as much as they should. But I feel like your soul is coming through to say, like, there are people out there who do want to give back to you, who like see your worth and your value and like how much you bring to this world, and they want to pour into you as well. Like we have, I'm like still kind of in disbelief that we have this loneliness card. I know I'm never alone. And then we have a reiterated here, you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Your soul is really guiding you to start connecting with people again, to start putting yourself out there so that you can find your people and that your people can find you. I feel like maybe you've been isolating yourself or have been in this kind of hermit mode. I don't know if this is because there was like a certain ending or a situation that happened that made you really kind of go back within yourself or retreat from the world, or if maybe you've been going on a journey of healing or self-discovery, and so you've been kind of spending a lot of time alone so that you can, you know, get to know yourself more and find clarity and answers within. But now your soul is saying, like, you've done such a great job and you're ready. And now it's time for you to start getting back out into the world and connecting with people again. This group is very sensitive. This group is very empathic, emotional, intuitive, psychic. I feel like this group is clairsentient and clairaudient as well. And I feel like there's people, there are energies, there are souls who are wanting to connect with you that may have been giving you signs or giving you messages that maybe you either haven't been fully picking up on, haven't been seeing, or maybe you have been seeing them, but maybe not believing in it, maybe not. It's like I'm getting the feeling that, okay, let's say you see synchronicity, like 333, which we have 33 here and your group number 3. So let's say you're seeing 333 a lot, and your initial thought when you see it is like, oh, that's my soul tribe, or like, oh, that's the Pleiadian collective, or something like this. But then immediately after, you're like, oh no, it probably wasn't that. And then you just kind of brush it off. I'm seeing something like that. Or there's something distracting you, because there's a lot of cars keep driving by right now. There's a lot of music playing, and like, I feel like it's trying to distract me. So maybe you feel like maybe you're being pulled in a lot of different directions, and you kind of feel like you're being thrown off course a little bit. But your soul is on this mission to make you feel connected, to remind you that separation is an illusion, and that even when you think you're not connected, even when you can't see that you're connected, like, you're still connected. We are all connected. We are all part of the same collective. We all come from the same source. Like, we are all one. And your soul is really on this mission to really help you understand that and like integrate that knowing into you, so that you don't struggle with this going back and forth of like feeling like you're connected and then feeling like you're alone, or feeling like you're the only one in the world who, you know, thinks or feels a certain way. I'm gonna start pulling the tarot and see what else that we get here. But I do feel like you guys are destined to be a part of a really beautiful community, a really beautiful collective. And again, that's the thing. It's like you already are connected. That's the thing. You already are connected to this community or to this collective. It's just a matter of getting you to feel and understand that. So this is what your soul is trying to do. And your soul is also saying, like, you will, oh, interesting. I just got that another one of your, like, psychic gifts could have to do with kinetics in some way. Okay. Or psychometry. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, yes. Your soul is also saying that a lot of the signs and messages and synchronicities that come through are very, very subtle. And they're subtle because you're very sensitive and in tune, and you're actually able to pick up on these subtleties. I'm almost getting this energy of like the messenger doesn't need to be bold or in your face for you to get the message. It's very subtle. And so, okay, now I get it. If you find that you're being distracted, or that there's overwhelm, or there's, you know, a lot going on, you're going to miss out on these messages because they're very subtle. Okay, so this is a strong message coming through that may clear up some confusion. Like maybe you've asked for a sign, or you've asked for messages, or you're setting intentions to, you know, connect with your guides, or connect with a collective, connect with a community, connect with your soul tribe. And maybe you're not really seeing anything come from that. Your soul is saying to look deeper, to listen harder, to become more still and quiet so you can pick up on the subtleties. I feel like this group like feels things energetically. So you may not even see like a number synchronicity. Maybe it's not an animal. Maybe it's not a word or a song. Like I feel like you will get a feeling. Like a feeling of love will come over you, or a feeling of peace will come over you, or a feeling of joy will come over you. And it's like, that is the message there. So to be open to how these messages come through, because I feel like for this group, it's like a little bit different. Okay. Spirit, what mission is pile 3's soul currently on, please? Ah! Okay, we have temperance. What else? What mission is pile 3's soul currently on? What mission? Okay. Something that I'm picking up is that what I feel like needs to happen before you fully connect with this community or this collective is this period of transmutation, which I do feel like you're already in the process of doing. I feel like you're already in it. Maybe you're in the thick of it now, or at the tail end or something. But I feel like you've really been transmuting a lot. I feel like for a long period of time, like 1 to 4 years, you guys have really been like doing a lot of inner work. You've been doing shadow work. You've been releasing. You've been healing and growing and learning. And this is necessary so that you can connect with your community. Okay? It's like, because we are mirrors and we attract what we are, we attract our vibration, we attract what we're constantly thinking and feeling and intending and believing. This is why like relationships have been such a big learning, what am I saying? A big learning, I don't know. I feel like you learn through relationships, okay? Because you're a mirror. And so your soul is saying you do have your community out there and you are meant to connect with them. But in order to connect with them, we have to kind of do this inner work. We have to transmute. We have to release. We have to heal. We have to shine light on our shadows, because that's what your community is doing. And that's what your collective has done. And it's like everyone in this circle needs to show up for themselves and do that, so they can all get to the same energetic vibration that would bring them all into alignment and bring them into unity. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. But it's like a very strong message that's coming through. This group definitely, you guys are starseeds. I'm getting Mintaka, Sirius, Pleiades, and Lyra coming through very strongly. Okay. What mission is pile number 3's soul currently on, please, Spirit? What mission is pile number 3's soul currently on? Okay, we have the Empress. Beautiful. Yeah. there's such strong feminine energy in this group. So generous, so loving, so nurturing. And again, like the message is coming through that you will make such great parents, or that you make such an amazing parent. Like if you already have kids, your kids are blessed. They feel so loved and they really love you. I'm even getting this message that even if you, like, whether you have kids or not, I just feel like kids in general really love you. You may find that, like, kids always, like, that you don't even know, like, talk to you or say hi or wave at you or, like, something like this. And it's really beautiful. And that just goes to show, like, how pure of heart and how pure your energy is. Like, for kids and animals are incredible at perceiving energy. Okay? So that really just goes to show, like, what a beautiful light you are. Okay, we also have the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords coming out. On the back of the deck, oh my god, we have the Seven of Swords. This came out in all of the groups. It's crazy. Yeah, I do feel like this group would have struggled with like dishonesty or infidelity or betrayal in relationships, like keeping secrets or gossiping or like hurtful words being exchanged. And this is what you're transmuting. You're transmuting this pain. You're taking this pain and you are literally converting it into light and love. Like, it's incredible. It's so magical. It's so powerful. And I feel like maybe you've been a bit hard on yourself because you haven't really understood, like, why this is happening. Like, maybe you're like, okay, like, all this stuff is coming up and it's really uncomfortable and, like, I've been working through it and I've been working so hard and, like, still nothing has really changed. But your soul is saying, literally so much has changed, but none of it is physical yet. And again, I'm being taken back to that message of pay attention to the subtleties, okay? Because I think this group, if you look within, if you look at things on a more minute level, if you look at things from an energetic perspective, or even emotionally or mentally, you will see how much has changed. It just takes time for the physical to catch up. And I know that this is frustrating. Like, I feel you 100%, you guys. Like, I get it. I feel like you've planted all these seeds and you've been tending to them, you've been watering them, and you're like, where's the fruit? Like, where is it? I thought that, you know, this season it would grow. I thought this season it would ripen and I would be able to enjoy it. Where's my message? Where's my conversation? Where's my community? It's like wanting to talk with people but not having anyone to talk to. And your soul is saying that this will come after you're able to really nurture yourself. Okay, a similar message came up in the previous group, but I feel like it's really important that for you, pile 3, that you really focus on nurturing yourself at this time, taking care of yourself, healing yourself, maybe reparenting yourself if that's relevant. Because doing this and going through this process of transmutation and healing is what is bringing you directly to your people. Okay? Going through this period of healing is shifting your frequency and realigning your energy to be a perfect match for your community. So your soul is saying, don't give up, don't lose hope, don't be thrown off by the fact that you can't see it yet. And remember that you are already connected to these people. And your soul is really just coming through to encourage you to keep going, because like you've already been doing this, and I feel like you're like more than oh my god, more than 3/4 done, because I keep seeing 75. So it's like I feel like you're approaching the last stretch, and not to give up. Don't give up hope. Okay, like your people are out there, your friend group is out there, your romantic partner is out there, what you consider to be family is out there. And not to lose hope that going through this process and this chapter in your life where you are given the space to be more alone, it's giving you the gift of getting to know yourself and getting to nurture and heal and take care of yourself. And in taking care of the self is how we mirror back those relationships that are much more in alignment with us. Okay. So I want to pull some advice for you now. Spirit, for my pile number 3s, what advice or guidance is there? What advice or guidance is there for my pile 3s as their soul goes on this mission? What is the advice or guidance for pile 3 as their soul goes on this mission? Okay. So we have, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. This is what you've been doing. This is that energy of transmutation. Whew. This is what Scorpio and the 8th house is all about. It's about deep, powerful change and transformation. And this is what you're doing. This is what you're going through. These are the seeds that you've planted. You're nurturing them. You're healing them. You're pulling out all the weeds. You're clearing all the debris. And you're making space in your garden to grow all the beautiful flowers and fruits that you want to enjoy. We also have a new start is coming, new moon. This is so beautiful. Like, look at this. After a period of what feels like dark and heavy and difficult, is a brand new fresh start, like a clean slate, a brand new beginning. I'm getting some of you after this, you might relocate, you might move to a different neighborhood, a different city, a different country, I don't know, but I'm seeing like a change in environment. You may also like go through your social media and unfollow a bunch of accounts and then find like new people or new accounts to connect with that you resonate with much more. But there's this like such a lightness that's coming for you. There's this brand new beginning. I keep noticing like all of this circle imagery coming through here, and it's like what I said, you're coming full circle. You're not quite there yet, but you're getting really close. You're like 3/4 of the way through. Okay, and your soul is really just encouraging you to keep going, to trust this process, because it is leading you to your people. On the back of the deck, we have the answers you need are coming. Exactly. Whatever intention you've cast out for connecting with a collective or a group or a community, communication is going to come in, okay? Especially with this Ace of Swords too. You will be coming into contact with these people or these energies that you've been trying to connect with. So my beautiful pile 3s, this is everything that I'm seeing for you. I loved your reading. This was so beautiful. I really do hope that this helped in some way, brought you some clarity, or just helped you out. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching. I want to thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Thank you for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you all in my next video.